Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. In the last part, we defeated the Crystal Sage. We made a little bit of progress in towards the Cathedral of the Deep. In this part, we're going to try to get through most of it. Or at least try to, anyway. I already took the liberty of giving this woman those new ashes we found. So she's expanded her shop a little bit more.
Ashen 1.
I went through pretty much the whole Firelink Shrine and did a few upgrades. I got my Pyromancy Flame upgraded a little more. I got more Estus. With that Estus shard, I used our Undead Bone shard, so now you'll see it's at +2. So yeah, we've already done some upgrading and stuff in between episodes. But more importantly, I've just been thinking about what weapon it is that I want to use before we... for the rest of the game. And I think I have actually thought of one. A decent enough weapon, anyway. One moment. Unfortunately, we don't have the dexterity to equip most of these new weapons we found. But we might have the strength requirement to two-hand this. Nope, never mind. So yeah, I think I already have an idea of what weapon I'm going to want to be using through the rest of the game. So that'll be nice. But unfortunately, it's going to take a while before we can get that weapon in particular that I'm looking for. So for the moment, we'll just try to find a decent weapon, something a little better than a hand axe, and upgrade that. Hopefully we'll be fine with that setup for now. With all that out of the way, though, we can now start exploring the Cathedral of the Deep again. We're just going to run past all these zombies, come through this whole courtyard since we already went through this area. We already got all the items here. As you can see, we did die to that invader. I kind of wish I had recorded the fight, though, because it was pretty funny. The invader was a very, like, chill person. It wasn't one of them tryhards that you typically find, where they try to win at any cost, as if their real life depends on them winning and shit like that. We actually got a pretty nice invader, so it's not every day you see nice invaders in this game. I kind of wish I had recorded it, but that's fine. In any case, oh, 1 second, guys. I'm having some issues here in real life. I got some stuff getting in my way here. Right there, we just got hit by like a weird white thing. Oh no. We did not dodge properly out of the way of that. That's fine though. When you get hit by that white, smoky thing, it's called an undead charm. Basically, it prevents you from using any healing items for a short period of time after you get hit by it. So, yeah. Avoid that whenever possible. Enemies will throw them at you, and invaders from time to time. Because being able to halt someone's healing in the middle of a fight can be pretty, useful to your advantage. It is very much against you to your disadvantage if you are hit by it, though. Unfortunately. Kill some more of these guys. Come through here. As you can see, like, the more you upgrade your Estus, the much nicer that healing effect is. I believe the max it can go up to is +5 or +7. I don't remember which one it is. But you can make the healing effect pretty strong in this game if you find all the undead bone shards. It'll be very useful. The aiming on these fireballs is not perfect when you don't have the power to lock on. We're just gonna fight the evangelist from a safe distance. Or it can hit me anyway, that's fine too. Oh god. Oh god, get away from me. Oh my god, she has such a crazy amount of reach. It's ridiculous. There you see we got that orange glow around us, so we got another Estus flask back for free. That'll definitely come in handy since I'm taking a lot of damage so far. Another enemy with a halberd. Oh, I thought that would have killed him. Oh well. Right in the side room here is another item, but it is an ambush, as you can see there. So, yeah, just be careful about that, because you could die. Wow, we got another orange glow. That is, that does not happen very often, as you might imagine. The game doesn't typically just give you free Estus. Oh god. The guy came up behind me. Alright. Making our way around the outside of the cathedral right now. Just trying to get all these items. Because why not? Oh no. This little dickhead dropped down from that ledge up there and fucking halted our healing. That effect also halts your ability to restore your mana, which is kind of annoying, but it doesn't halt your ability to use embers, so you can still get health back by using embers. If you're desperate enough. Quit dodging my shit, bro. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, hold on. These enemies can be kind of tough, as you can see there. They have a lot of poise, and furthermore do a lot of damage to you. But as you saw there, they drop blood red moss clumps. That will heal bleed buildup. We don't really need that anymore since we're not in that parasitic graveyard anymore. Oh my god, that attack is so crazy. Yeah. Those enemies can definitely be very challenging early on in the game. You don't really have to fight them, you could just run past them up these stairs here. And then open this giant door that leads pretty much to another shortcut. Which we'll be getting. But not before we get these items over here. I'm honestly surprised. Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, why didn't that one hit them? That should have one hit them. only thing standing between us and those items is this guy with a great axe. Can be easily dispatched. Oh no. Oh no, please God. I didn't realize these enemies had a lot of poise too. Apologies for that. I had to use my ember so I didn't die. But over here you can get another ember. So that's pretty nice. If you want it. Ow. And now I think we'll just make our way to that shortcut. So that we don't have to run through all of this whole area again. It's pretty nice having this shortcut. That's something that this game does a lot more than Demon Souls. There's a lot more shortcuts and checkpoints in this game, for sure. The enemies you'll find in this area are these little undead deacon enemies. They're pretty much harmless, you don't even really have to kill them. They'll just try to poke you with their little candlestick. And sometimes they'll shoot fireballs at you, but they can be easily dodged. Yeah, just take that elevator there. Open this gate here. Come up to this door, and just like that, you'll have a shortcut right back to the bonfire. And obviously this door will stay open. The elevator will stay operational, all that shit. You don't have to worry about resting here if you need more healing items. Throughout these next couple episodes, you're probably going to be seeing me going back and forth between Firelink Shrine a lot, just because there's a lot of souls to gain here, and a lot of level ups to get. So I recommend you do that just so you don't lose your souls, because obviously that would be bad.
What?
You can get another Estus shard here, or Estus flask, I mean. So now we have 7 Estus. It's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think we found any ashes, so we'll just spend the rest of our level ups here. Now, the weapon I was looking at in particular was the Moonlight Greatsword. Those of you that are familiar with that weapon scales mostly with intelligence. And since I'm going to be utilizing mostly intelligence and faith for this pyromancy build, I feel that I will get a lot of damage bonus from the Moonlight Greatsword. And the pyromancy flame at the same time. So basically what I looked up is that you pretty much need 16 strength to equip it, I believe, and then a certain amount of intelligence as well, but I don't actually remember how much intelligence is needed. But I presume by the time we get the sword, we will probably have all the stats we need to use it. So yeah, we'll just get up to 16 strength just so we have that. And then get a little more attunement so we can get a little more mana. Attunement's going to be pretty important as well. We're probably going to have to get that stat up to like 30 or 40 by the time we're done too. Just so we have enough mana to cast all the spells we're going to get. Yeah, we'll pick up where we left off here in the cathedral. Make our way over to the next section. Now there is a giant down here. First giant enemy. He will completely fuck your day up if you're in range of his attacks. So what you want to do is run around him. That's what we're going to do now. Ow. Well, at least we've got plenty of Estus. Void's sword ring, that's pretty decent. Oh my god, the giant killed him. And the shockwave of that hit me. as did the arrow. I actually blocked that. How the fuck did I block that? Oh my god. Alright. Now that that complete clusterfuck is out of the way, we can continue. Now down here, as you might imagine, is another mimic. But we got much better gear since the last time we fought mimics, so it should be much easier now. Oh no. Now if you have enough health, you can actually survive its grab attack, but it will do a lot of damage to you, as you can see there. Oh my god, quit it with the jump kick shit. Not fucking Bruce Lee over here, man. Alright. And there you can get the Deep Braille Divine Tome. Now this Divine Tome is another thing that you can give to Irina of Karim. But as you can see here, it is intended to teach divine protection to the deacons, but later dark tales were added to its pages, such that it is now considered a thing profane. So as you can see here, the item itself insinuates that there is dark magic in it. If you give any tome like this that insinuates dark magic to Irina, it will corrupt her. I know I've said this before, but I just wanted to show you guys what the dark tomes look like, so you can avoid giving those to her. There is an NPC that you can give these. There is an NPC that you can give these dark tomes to, but we are nowhere near getting her in our Firelink Shrine yet. So until you unlock that next NPC, I would not use those tomes for anything if you value Irina and her services. But anyway, we can come up here. Not much a point in coming up here. There's just a couple more items. An evangelist. Oh god, I ran out of mana. Cool. And, oh, we got another Estus. Cool. That's happening a lot today, honestly. I did not think that would be happening that much in this playthrough. Yeah, up here you can find this guy, the guy that was shooting arrows at you. There's really no point to coming up here, though, other than to get, like, that item that I picked up. So we'll just head back down. And since we're low on health, we might actually just have to use our last Estus here. Because right down here, I'm going to at least try to make it to the next shortcut before the end of this video, so we can get some progress done in this video, because I don't think we'll have enough time to fight the boss. What with all the items that we're going to have to pick up that are in this area. But yeah, over here you'll find a Cathedral Knight. These enemies are much harder than just the standard, like, Lothric Knights. They have a lot of fire resistance, apparently. When they put that white glow around them, that's basically giving them, like, extra poise, so you won't be able to stagger them. Because believe it or not, with a heavy enough weapon, you can stagger these enemies. They can also buff their weapon, as you see there. His mace is glowing. And there you can kill yourself a Cathedral Knight. If you really want to, you can kill those enemies over and over. They do drop their armor set and their shield. I don't think they drop their weapon. But they do drop their armor set and shield because... And their armor set's very heavy, but it is very useful. And their shield is likewise the same. Yeah, if you want to farm for that gear, you're more than welcome to, because it is pretty good gear. You might not be able to equip it and fast roll with it this early in the game, but I digress. Here we have our first NPC invader. This is not a player. His name is Longfinger Kirk. This is an NPC invader, sort of a callback to the first Dark Souls game, because this NPC invader was in that game too. Basically, this guy uses an armor set called the Thorn Armor, which makes it so he can do damage to you on contact. He also uses a barbed straight sword that does bleed damage, and his shield is okay too, I guess. But generally speaking, this invader isn't too hard. As you see, I took damage there from him rolling. That's the contact damage of his armor set. But yeah, generally speaking, he's not a very hard invader. You could probably choose him with pyromancies, or not. Oh my god. He's fucking owning me. This is not a difficult NPC invader at all. So I really don't want him to kill me. That would just be embarrassing. Oh god. I'm trying to bait him to attack me so I can heal. There we go. Stop fucking dodging all my shit. There we go. There you go. You can get his barbed straight sword and a spike shield. His equipment isn't really that good, in my opinion. I can't even find it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it doesn't have very good scaling, but it does have bleed damage on it, so if you want a sword with bleed damage on it early in the game, that's a good way to get one. His shield isn't very good either. His shield can inflict bleed damage too, if you do the shield bash with it. But obviously it doesn't have very good block stats, so I wouldn't even bother using it. So yeah, not the best armor set, but there you go. We're going to go through here and try to ignore those enemies, because I believe through here we can find another checkpoint back to that bonfire. And we're just going to go get that real quick, because I don't want to lose all my progress here. Alright. Sorry about that. The chair that I'm sitting on is very old and rickety. Here we are, back at the bonfire. And once again, sorry, we are going to go back to Firelink Shrine to spend these souls, because I do not want to lose them. This would honestly be much easier if the loading screens in this game weren't so long, but that's just like a first world problem. As I'm just too used to like the Demon Souls loading screens.
Welcome. Very well then.
So yeah, now that we have 16 strength, I think we'll go up to 20 attunement. I feel like that's good for now. I haven't really upgraded our endurance that much, and I'm obviously going to want to do that too. Yeah, I think we'll actually get our endurance up a little bit before we start working on intelligence again. Because our intelligence is already at 15. It's already kind of decent, so... Yeah, we're not going to be getting the Moonlight Greatsword for a while, so we might as well just use what we've got. Alright. And now Grey Rat is available to talk to again. This is one of Grey Rat's quest lines. Basically, you'll have the ability to send him out to pillage stuff. Every time he comes back from pillaging, he will expand his shop. And he'll start selling more stuff, which can be very useful.
Thank you.
But later in the game, as you send him out on more like pillaging runs, you're gonna have to be careful. You're gonna have to be careful about the kind of like pillaging runs that you're sending him on, because later in the game, there will be sort of like a thing you have to do with him while he's out pillaging in order to help him, because if you don't, he will die during his pillaging run, and then you won't be able to access his shop anymore. So yeah, just be careful with that whole little what's it, because obviously there are a lot of NPC quest lines in this game, more than I can even like begin to describe. So if you're ever confused about what quest line to follow or how to properly do it, then just like look it up, because honestly I did the same thing. It's much easier just to like follow a wiki guide than watch me do this shit, because for all I know I'm gonna fuck it up. Now you can take that elevator in the side room up here, climb this ladder up here. If you kill this guy, you'll get a deep ring. That'll give you an extra attunement slot. And yeah, you drop down onto this awning here, and you can get on the roof of this cathedral. Now, getting up here is useful in its own right, because there's another path you can take while you're in this area. That if you're... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Alright. Let's just split them up a little bit. That's weird. Sometimes my R1 button isn't working. I hope I don't have a faulty PS5 controller. That might also have something to do with the reason my audio pops in and out sometimes. I apologize for that shit too, because trust me, it's just as annoying for me as it is for you guys. I feel bad about it. But all I can really do is put a timestamp in the video to recommend you skip that part, or just skip the video altogether, because I don't really have access to a capturing card for my PS5, and therefore I'm not really able to edit these videos. I can edit my Terraria videos, because that's all on PC. Anyway, coming up here, one of these little indents in the wall here will lead you inside the cathedral. And there will be more like cathedral knights in here, so watch out for those guys, because these are very narrow walkways, as you can see, and if you're not careful enough, those big cathedral knights can push you off, and you will fall to your death if you get pushed off here. Now, we're definitely going to use Great Combustion on this guy. Wow. It takes 3 Great Combustions to stagger him. Oh, no! I kind of knew that would happen. I mean, I was literally talking about how they can push you off the fucking narrow walkway and you'd fall to your death, and then it literally just happened. He fucking Sparta kicked me down. But this episode is approaching its time limit, so I think what I'll probably do is get back to where I died and then leave the episode off there. And we'll explore the last of the... And then we'll explore the last bit of the cathedral in the next episode. And then hopefully finish off that episode with us fighting the boss of this area. Since the boss of this area is pretty easy. He's another gimmicky boss fight, kind of like the Curse-Rotted Greatwood. But I digress. Oh, that's where this enemy came from. I was wondering why it came up behind me. Alright guys, I think we'll end off the episode here, and we will resume it when I clear out this area, and when we make it back to where we died. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.